Sounds good.
All right, so we took a manual trade actually with the Einstein money management already in it. These are the correlation bands, which you can see we don't have the ideal correlation going on with crude, but we did like the setup. Here's crude. Here's a 240-minute chart where it broke out of this pullback of the downward or of a trend line, short-term trend line from the pullback. Like that. So we're looking for long opportunities, a zone 2 trade. So we just click buy right on the chart. And now if we look at it on a chart trader, the money management that we already had built in there moved the stop to a break-even trailing stop, actually kicked in, so it's up a little bit, probably make a tick. So now we have to make a decision. A lot of times these little breakouts, they come back to test. So we're up 90 bucks. So this could come back, test, take us out, and then head right back up. So you got a couple options. One is pushing it back down. You can do that manually. Just click, drag it down, maybe put it at 45.38. And then what you're doing is what was our entry? 47. So anyways, it's 8:18 in the morning. It's early. Anything can happen. Let's take a look around the markets and see if there's any correlation that could help us. The dollar is a big factor in this move, or in the direction of crude. So we had a pullback. We had a move up in the dollar. It pulled back, and on this pullback is where we're getting this little breakout. So the question is, are the correlations going to help us? Is this going to come back down? You know, a lot of times, they bounce off of these NOS levels, and that might be what's happening there. The other place we could look at for help is the S&P. A bullish S&P can help, but it's, S&P's not going up. It's going sideways. What are we up? 80 bucks. So we bought it. So we have a 4-tick profit on it right now with the trailing stop. If it does come back down, we're not in it for 4 ticks, but we'll just let the system play out. Profit target is at 45.77. We can also manage that through the chart trader by just moving it up or down. I'm going to leave it there for right now. And of course, the other option we've got is that we can take profit and get back in should it break out of that prior high. I would do that if the dollar breaks out of that little short-term retracement. This is key right here. So we'll see. That doesn't always work, but you got to have rules, right? And I do have my rules using correlations, and that's one of them. Sometimes they do move together, but it's not the common. We took a let me see if I can find it. We took a 6-month back test with the strategy, Einstein SmartBox, using the correlations. And when we added the dollar as a correlation, a negative correlation, it improved the profit factor I believe by 30%, 30 or 40%. When we added the S&P as a positive correlation, it improved the profit factor like 3 times, like 300%, if not more. So that's what the historicals tell us. But as you know, sometimes the technicals kick in, and you'll have 2 or 3 trades that are outliers out of the, and they could be very profitable. Len says he would let it breathe. Yes, Scott, on crude. I think I sent you the report, did I? We've got a number at 8:30. Thanks, Mel, for the reminder. Let's see if I could bring it up real quick. This is just one contract. I did it for someone that requested. We normally do 2 or 3 contracts when we do these back tests. Let's see if I can find it.
Maybe you can put it up on Team Einstein, Joe.
Yeah, I'll post it on our Team Einstein group chat. But here is with just the dollar as a correlation, and then you see a profit factor of 2.41. When we add, it looks like this thing's going to come down and take us out. When we add the S&P, yeah, I think it just took us out, by the way. When we add the S&P, the profit factor shoots up to 5.29. Sweet, right? No, it didn't take us out. It came within a tick. Wow, look at that. Couple ticks. So we're still in it. Our entry looks like was, let's see what the entry was. I don't have it here. $47, I think, 45, 47. Yeah, 2 ticks. It'll cover commission in a little bit. So what I'm going to do, since I'm not really in it for 2 ticks, I'm going to move it down to break even, give it a little bit more room. 2 ticks not going to make or break my day. I'd like to get 30 to 40 ticks out of it. And here's what's hurting us. You see how the dollar broke out of this pullback, this downtrend line? And we're not getting any help from the S&P. If the S&P could trade up, it might help us. It's not. It's going sideways. So the stop loss went right back up to 40. No, it's at 47. That was our entry. It's at 47. So by the time I had a confirmation here, this little breakout, this is this big drop here, and you know, if we were up 100, I would have done it, take it, but I'm not going to take it making, you know, 50, 60 bucks. This is holding on pretty well. We've got 5 more minutes for data. You can see the adjustment now on the stop loss to break even.
You recording this, Joe?
I am recording it to turn it into a you know, a little educational piece on correlations.
Awesome, it's been a good session.
Yeah, if we can learn something, be great. Here we go, guys. And I believe the trailer that I got here is 14 ticks. So if it reaches a new high, it will adjust this again. Here we go. The dollar's ticking down. We can have it at least test the S1B line, this upper yellow line. It might give it enough to push it out, and if it pushes out, it might take some orders and have a little bit of momentum in it. You see it? You guys see the difference? You see the price action? See this big move down, or this quick move down coincides with this move up, and this move back up with just the small pull or tick down in the dollar. That's healthy. That's good. And I say it's healthy because if you trade using correlations, it's healthy because it gives you confidence, it gives you clarity, and at times it can allow you to stay in a trade or get out when you're supposed to get out. And here we go. We might have we're up $200 right now. And we just got the trailing stop to kick up to 45.52. You see it right there, and I think it's up at 45.54. It's going to print right there in a minute or two. Now,
I just printed a retracement.
all right. Retracement markers are okay. When it's going in my direction, I'm already in it. Well, you got a retracement marker or a overbought marker, or both.
Both.
Yeah. I'm going to make the decision to stay here, stay with it. I'm not going to bail out it on a retracement marker. The candle would have to close for me to have it spook me. The candle's still open, so you could see that retracement marker vanish by the time the candle closes. Len, you're in it as well from 45.44. You got in a couple ticks earlier than I did, Len. Good going. Anybody else long crude? Let's see what's going on with the S&P. Flat. Got 1 minute. We got 1 minute. We had a real nice move also in natural gas. We should have been long natural gas. We took our eye off of it. This is where we were supposed to get long. So after this trade, and let's see how the markets are reacting. Well, not good for our position as far as the S&P. But let's see. We're going to wait it out. See what happens to the dollar. If the dollar decides to turn around, I'll go ahead and click the exit button. Here's the exit button. Close. And that looks like it's what it's doing. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close it manually. If not, the system will take me out at 45.54. Len's also saying that soybeans had a nice move. There's data at there's data at 8:30. There we go. Nice, beautiful. Let's see if it takes us. One more, we'll be out for $300. There we go, guys. Now I did have the option to move it up to, a couple ticks below our final target on the red line, but I think this is a good enough move, especially since the S&P's trading down. And that's it, guys. That's a quick 300 bucks. And look at it come right back down a little bit. And that's it, guys. That's a little EDU educational recording that we just did. If you want more information, contact us. And that's all for now.